you, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, but said that you claim.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. I want to give a shout out to everybody that showed up yesterday, the Fight Night Fridays. Super dope, super dope. But we got some stuff to talk about. You know, Xbox messed up, bro. And there's no way around it, man. But besides that, PlayStation messed up as well. They messed up doubly. But on top of that, next week, Tuesday, is Gamescom. And it's so many games that's going to be announced. It's going to be shown. And of course, these port begging ponies is back at begging again, starting the rumors and speculations and running rampant on Twitter. So, we're going to address a lot of that rumors and stuff today. We're going to get into it. But we're also going to get into some stuff that I saw that I like. Because Game Pass, Gamescom is coming and it's going to be crazy. So, Black Myth Wukong. It gets an extensive preview by NVIDIA RTX effects and performance. And pretty much in line with what I was thinking, regardless to what when I purchased my Steam copy. I think I'll give you a breakdown of what it looks like with the RTX on and RTX off. And it's off. See the ray tracing effects right here. And they said NVIDIA also revealed to have worked with Game Science to implement a world-first technique called ray trace particle reflections in Black Myth Wukong. It renders order-independent transparencies for large sprite sets using two-level ray tracing, efficiently rendering the game's particle system in real-time reflections. You can see by the comparisons below between 1 and 2 exactly what that looks like. It's a notable difference. Now, look at these cascading effects of the water. Completely night and day, right? And you have to be able to take advantage of this stuff. And Black Myth Wukong, 3840 by 2160 GeForce RTX desktop GPU performance, full ray tracing on max settings. These are what you can look forward to. And it's crazy how all the reviews has been on this version of the game. The Steam version. Everybody saw all those wonderful previews or reviews of Black Myth Wukong. And if you're smart like myself, you always bet on black. Steam Deck, Steam Machine, Steam, big old Steam is here. PlayStation, no. Steam, yes. Apparently all the reviews that we're in is from the Steam version. It's from the PC version of Black Myth. And no sign of the PlayStation 5 version. They won't be getting that review out until after launch. Now, remember when Redfall was coming out and they gave out the game codes like a day or two before you were able to get the game before the release. And dudes were going crazy talking about, oh, how that is unpractical. Because listen, as a game reviewer myself, I have, reviewed a couple of games. I feel good about that. You need some time. And time is a precious commodity that we have very few of, but you need time in order to play these games. If this is your job, and as a journalist, a game reviewer, you need enough time to dissect it, put it up, talk about it, play a section over again if you didn't feel like you got enough out of that section or whatever the hell. But you need enough time to give a clear assessment in order to do your review and get your review out in a timely fashion. And we live in a time right now where he who is first wins, right? So they say. Sony not giving you that information until the game releases raises a huge amount of what kind of flags? Red ones. Red flags. So, you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and try to act like I want that game to be bad, because I don't, because I got it for the PC. All right, I got it for Steam. And I don't want that game to be bad. I waited for this game since the moment that they showed the game, I waited for this game, right? And do I ever root for a game to be bad? Hell no. Especially a game of that magnitude that has garnered the zeitgeist, that has grabbed enough of us hardcore gamers' eyeballs. Yeah, the casuals won't know who Black Myth is at all, but the hardcore fan base does. And at this moment right now, the so-called one that has the most game consoles out there has the game first. But you don't get a review of that game. It's kind of strange that the PC version have the reviews up now. I'm scared for the game. I know I go at you port begging ponies all the time. And I know I tell you, hashtag no PlayStation 6, we're going to run it up on them bums. But if there ever was a time for you guys to release that PlayStation Pro, pray to your Sony gods that you can get it before the 20th. Because it seems like that game is going to run like a struggle bus survivor on that PlayStation 5, that gimped up system that I told you wasn't worth the squeeze. But hey, you're happy. And as long as you're happy, I'm happy. But I'll be playing the superior version on Steam. And when it launches on the Xbox, I'll be playing the superior console version on Series X. Just saying. At least Xbox has the smarts enough to chill and wait. Fix that up. Since y'all didn't money had it, right? Since you say you didn't money had it, that you didn't put the money in the pot, that you didn't slide them the envelope. Since that's what you're talking about, that's what you do. Since that's what you're saying. Well, we didn't say that. And Microsoft was smart enough to say, nah, fix that up. We await. Maybe that was the scenario, since y'all didn't do what everybody think y'all did, that y'all normally do. And what can only be summed up as, what the hell took you so damn long? Call of Duty is finally reducing download sizes for Black Ops 6 before Xbox launch. And this is ridiculous, right? Finally, the company is doing the multiple ways of separating Call of Duty Warzone from the standard, edition. It never made any sense to me, right? And we need the smaller download sizes. It's has always plagued me when it came to installing Call of Duty, because unless you play it every day, it'll be one of the first titles that you remove because you need space. It took up so much space. It was so robust in how it bulldogged your storage. Made no sense. Finally, they're using common sense. But Activision didn't care. Xbox cares. This is their product now, and they exactly care how it impacts their consumer base. It took Xbox to get a hold of the ABK franchise. Well, to get a hold of ABK, in order to grab Call of Duty and decouple it from the game, the proper game, and Warzone, in order for you to just download what you want to download. Those download file sizes are crazy when it comes to Call of Duty. And like I know, that is the first game that you delete if that is not your mainstay. You play the campaign and then you delete the game off of your hard drive in order to have space. It is absolutely insane that they didn't come up with this earlier. But given that Activision didn't have incentive to do so, why should they? It took Xbox, that has huge amount of incentive to do so. And my hats goes off to Microsoft and Xbox for recognizing one of the largest problems that plague the Call of Duty franchise when it goes to downloads and storage size. In a move that can only be categorized as PlayStation yet again shooting itself in the foot, nearly all of the PlayStation Store rewards were removed by Sony. Sony has updated the PlayStation Star program reward section, removing nearly all of the rewards except for Stellar Blade, that's 1,750 points, and Mortal Kombat's virtual currency and Dragon Crystals, 500 crystals, 1,250 points. Sony didn't announce that the reward section was set to be updated in August, leaving members to notice that the games were gone and when they attempted to redeem their points against them. It's not advisable to redeem PlayStation Star points against PlayStation Store rewards. Prior to the August 2024 update, PlayStation Store points could be redeemed against games like Helldivers 2, Rise of the Ronin, Beltro, and Minecraft, and more. We expect Sony to replace the reward, but at the time of this writing, the section remains almost empty. Now, this is probably a good time to remind members of an article that they wrote urging them to avoid spending PlayStation Star points against PlayStation Star rewards. They argued that it is better to redeem the points against the wallet funds than available discounts via regular PlayStation Store purchases. In response to their article, they heard that the folks in Canada who said that the PlayStation Store rewards section turns out to be cheaper for them because of local prices and taxes. They acknowledge this, but consider that the PlayStation Store regularly runs promotions. They still believe that the wallet funds are a better deal overall. That said, it will be nice for Sony to give players a heads up that it was removing the current set of PlayStation Store rewards, and true to Sony's form, they did not. So you get me to get your credit card that you're promising rewards points, and after I get your credit card, you disable this and you disable that, and you stop my rewards from accumulating this, and you stop my rewards for accumulating that, and then you remove it all together. Now you done duped me. Now I done feel bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. I feel that I was taken down an alley and just beat about my head paws, and they ran my pockets. Now come on, Sony. You're going to stop doing us like you do. Sony, I demand better, man. Now, come on, man. I done gave you my information. Every other week, my information is up for heist. Every other week, I hear stick 'em up. And my information goes flying someplace else. Somebody else done stuck us up. And here comes Sony again with my bad. I left the door open. Now, for you to take away something that you promised. I don't know how to fix these dudes, but this is unnecessary stuff that you're doing here right now. You got a reward program to reward buyers, and then you remove the rewards. Make it make sense, man. And stop defending the BS, you ponies. Stop it. Mr. 98% right all the time told you that the next PlayStation single-player game will be released day and date on the PC, and Mr. 98% right all the time has came through with the facts to back up his percentage. Until Dawn reboot and enhance for the PlayStation 5 and PC launches October 4th. And what is only the prelude to the full slate of PlayStation games being released day and date on the PC. Shout out to Herman Holtz for doing the Lord's work. Discover the enhancements in graphics and gameplay and story elements and more. Until Dawn. This is wild because I have that PlayStation 4 game and never thought it needed anything new at all. This was the last game that I thought they needed, but Sony thought otherwise. So, get your money out. It's October 4th, day and date on PC. Only thing left is you already did day and date on PC. You did it on Nintendo. Hey, man. What's up, big head? Until Dawn, boy. I told you the next first-party PlayStation single-player game was going to launch day and date on the PC. And you dudes said, hold on. King, you're wrong. King, that's never going to happen. Sony values their IPs. They will never devalue their IPs in such a manner by launching on another console day and date. Horizon Zero Dawn, another Dawn, is launching on the Nintendo Switch day and date. When will you port beggars learn that ain't about you? They never cared about you. Jim told you wasn't enough. And they were always looking all over the place. And Sony's CEO told you wherever they can compute, we want our games there. And they try to get that guy to clarify everything. Yeah, the guy was like, yeah, PC, whatever, mobile, whatever. Y'all never thought in a million years that it would extend to consoles other than yourself, but you also never thought that day and date would be a thing. And that was only an Xbox thing. Well, apparently that's a lie. Apparently, you're not as valued as you thought. You don't bring enough to the table. You're not enough. How does it feel to hear a CEO tell you you're not enough? I seen one dude tell me he brought 10 PlayStation 5, showed me receipts. Boy, sit down. You're not enough. The problem with not being enough is once it settles into your soul, you guys start to go rabid and start feeding on each other. Pause. I've seen it. You guys just look rabid. You're grasping at straws. You're hoping and praying on things that'll never be yours. But we're going to talk about that in a second. Hawk. How do you mess this up, Xbox? How does a developer needs to get approval to get their game onto your platform and they go through the proper channels and it just doesn't happen? Xbox, I need to understand, what did this developer need to do to get that right? I'm pretty sure that if Square came up right now to drop off Final Fantasy VII Remake, there wouldn't be a problem. They will be approved as quick as possible. We got to have that same level of transparency, quickness, and speedy response without red tape to every developer. You see, this leads credence to a lot of people's complaints why games miss your platform. And all the developers we have on Iron Lords Podcast Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's tomorrow, God bless, see you there. Shameless plug, which I'm a panel member, LLC, that's the team, that's the crew. It just seems that when developers come on, they explain that there's a lot of red tape with you boys. Now, come on, chaps, get it together. You're making us look bad. I don't know who you got to do to put in charge to streamline that process of communication with developers, and you're talking to million developers at a time. I get it. Millions of developers. But also what I do get, and also what I do know is everybody needs to be heard, seen, and their problems need to be pushed away as fast as possible in order to get those games up. They said that they waited 14 months. 14 months. And the conversion would have only taken 2 weeks. They got so frustrated after reaching out to everybody, they went to Twitter and had to post on Twitter. Now, you know that's a level of desperation and disrespect that needs not be. So Xbox, get it together. Make it a priority that these cries of help from developers that only want to work with you get heard, get seen, and stuff gets done. And it's a shame that that's not happening, especially in this case right here. I'm not going to sit here and hold you and tell you, oh, no, this is my most... No, I'm not doing that. But what I'm doing is telling you, fix the pipeline so this doesn't happen again in the future, because who knows what other games miss the platform based on your pipeline. Pause. Marvel versus Capcom collection, ring a bell? Maybe that's not just the MT structure or whatever the hell. Oh, the MT framework. Maybe it's not just that. Just fix it, man. Mouse PI for hire. Now, I saw this game, and this game looks like an old style black and white cartoon from back in the days. From the 50s, I guess, or the 60s. I don't know. I was around for color. But yeah, it's in the style of my man here, my favorite little friend, my man Cuphead. Cuphead, what did you think about that trailer? I think Cuphead loves it. But the trailer looks so dope. It looks so clean. I don't know what engine they're using. And if it's Unreal Engine 5, I'm going to tell you that has been the most versatile engine that I've ever seen in my life. Because the level of dexterity that engine is able to exude is incredible. You see it from top to bottom. The engine is top notch for every scenario that you may want. Indoor, outdoor, vehicle, first person, third person. It doesn't matter. Real-time strategy. It really doesn't matter. You know, RPGs, turn-based action. It really doesn't matter. The Unreal Engine is available to do everything that is called upon. And seeing this trailer, I didn't know I wanted to play this game, but this is the reason why I go and I look at Gamescom, or I go to these shows. This stuff is new, exciting, and it looked like what I want this generation to be. different experiences, stuff that we only dreamt about. Now we're seeing it come to fruition. So yeah, Mouse PI for hire. I'm in on it. It looks great. Looks fantastic. It looks like something that I want to play. I want to dig into. I want to check the little nuances. Is the gunplay really good? Because it looks good. Is the hit detection great? That I didn't, you got to get the feel of the game. So I'm giving a shout out to the team that put that together because that looks fantastic. It looked like an incredible ride, and I just was stunned and amazed when I saw it. So hopefully you guys liked it too. You guys like what you see, and yeah, hopefully that happens. All right, back to Xbox having a show, and here you guys go again, man. And now it started off with Idol. I'm not throwing you under the bus, bro. I'm not throwing you under the bus, but somebody leaked it to you, and then I put out that it might be Forza, but I was like, take it with a grain of salt. Like every time it's a big show, these guys go and start doing the doom and gloom and all games is coming to PlayStation because they don't have anything. They're waiting. They're piss poor and they're tired and it sucks. But then they look over to us and they're like, oh, they're eating good. Hopefully they send something our way. Like when you at Thanksgiving dinner and you got the dog sitting under the table waiting for you to drop a scrap in order to eat off your bountiful meal. Or the dog come in and sit down with puppy eyes looking at you like, please, please. Yeah, these just poor begging ponies, begging for anything, something. They will hope that it was Forza Horizon. And then as I start to look at all the so-called insiders, the dudes with the information, they get more and more desperate. And like I told my boy, they just throwing poo against the wall to see what sticks. Like 1 minute is Starfield, next minute is Indiana Jones, next minute is Redfall, then it's Flight Simulator. I think it's Age of Empires that could be. It could be any damn thing or nothing at all. This could be the fake out dummy move that you guys is falling for. Isn't that right, Cuphead? Yeah, I think so, King. I think these poor begging ponies don't got no games. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. We're going to keep the boot on Kong neck. This whole generation. Word, Cuphead. That's how you feel? You're damn right. Let's run it up. Ah, yeah, baby. Xbox World Order. You guys know what it is. Merchant stores now, baby. Thanks, Cuphead. I couldn't have said it better myself. But you heard Cuphead. Xbox World Order. And if you know like I know, you need to get down and lay down. I need to do one in blue. Because we got the red. We got the white. We have the green. But we don't have the blue. I need to probably do one in blue. Let me know what you think. Do we need one in blue? But this is the part in the video where I'm going to tell you to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Gamescom because this stuff needs to happen already. I've never seen a group of more saltier players in my whole life. You talk crap on Twitter. You don't come through to fight. You don't come through to talk. You don't play games. And this is about enough is enough now. When are you dudes going to engage? If not, I'm going to have to make a spaces, bro. And I'm going to have to talk to Attic again to make the spaces in order to see you dudes come through, because that's all you want to do is run your mouth. But I don't even think you come through there. I think, again, it'd be down to the Xbox dudes to show up and shoulder the weight. But I know you guys have a lot of games this week. And I'm gearing up for Gamescom. But I'm going to tell you, dudes, if you liked anything you've seen here, please subscribe to the channel and become a member. We give out coins. I do videos daily. That thing does happen. Well, we cover all gaming news. Everything about Sony, what they do in the backgrounds, everything about Xbox, PC, and Nintendo. We cover it. And Friday is a live show that I do with my son, the Prince. Fight Night Fridays. Fight Night Edition Xbox Frontline, where we have some fun with the community. Everybody's joining in. Everybody's able to do it. Come and join the Discord. We get y'all in the chat. We're having fun. We're talking. We're playing Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, King of the Fighters, everything that's a fighting game. And we're going to be playing multiplayer games as far as Halo, big team stuff and all that other. We're going to interact. We're going to have fun. Let's bring back that arcade feel back to you guys. Let's do that. And also while we're doing that, try to play the Game Pass.